Yeah, man. Bronny James, man. Good news on Bronny James out there, man. He been cleared. So you know what I'm saying? Cleared to return to basketball activities, man. So
That's good to hear, man. I'm glad he was able
just
to make
in
it back
time,
this
too,
year. Yeah, season just really started, so I'm glad he got to get back. You know what I'm saying? Get right, because I felt like little shit happened like that sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it wasn't like a life-threatening type of injury or nothing. But I mean, he back, man. I think he gonna do his thing.
Well,
man.
it wasn't no injury, nigga. It was you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it wasn't no energy. But when something like that happened, like a freak accident, I don't want to call it a freak accident, but when something like that happens out the blue, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if something happens out the blue, it wasn't no injury though. It was a
Nah. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to see the boy is back, man. He back. USC, I believe he starts practice next week. And they say a little bit after, probably a week after, or 3 to 4 days after he's gonna be playing his first game. So shout out to the Bron family, man. Shout out to the James, man. That's big, man. That's what we want to hear. Some
What you feel about the?
shit.
Oh yeah, definitely positive, man. I don't want to cut you off, man. That's something positive as mud, because like I said, man, the Brown, the James family, man, they really out there, on some positivity right now. Definitely when you see a black couple like that that's been together since high school. James Brown ain't even had no damn. I don't think that nigga ever been put on for a ticket.
I ain't never heard of Bron getting nothing.
So,
But I do know he drank. I do know he drank dark liquor and wine. So. And Brian, man, shout out Brian, man. But Brian always be fucking capping too, bro. Hey, bro, I swear to God, Brian, bro, he'll let Brian tell you, bro, he put you on baby trying. You didn't even know.
Oh, yeah. He's
Brian, bro, you just had, bro, I seen him one day, he had an interview, he was like, yeah, Brian, man, he was naming some of his top tight ends and shit like that. It was some of your tight ends. He was like, yeah, man, so-and-so, Travis Kelce, started naming all these niggas, and then the nigga did the TikTok, he panned to a little list online. He was like, this nigga just named the exact ones in verbatim. I'm like, Brian, you got to stop. And that book reading shit, Brian, hey, bro, you got to stop, bro.
Man, he got to get past that first
He got to get past that fucking first. He got to get past the prologue. What you call it, prolude?
No, the prelude.
Prelude? You got to get past that shit. That's like the first 10 pages. He always got that bookmarker there. And he ain't never, hey, Brian.
He always got that good sport bookmarker.
Look, Brian, hey, you, that book, and that damn school math program.
They said nigga had a whole bunch of Goosebumps books inside.
Goosebumps, R.L. Steins, nigga.
It could be the nigga, boy. That's school. That's
cool,
man.
Brian, man. But shout out, Brian. We just fucking with you, man. But like I say, man, shout out to Bronny.
But before we go off Bronny, though, what you think of his draft stock right now?
You know what? I seen somebody, one of the NBA analysts was predicting the draft. And they predicted him not to come out this year, but next year. They said he could this year with the hype. But they got him slotted for the Lakers to draft him at the end of the round. Ain't that some shit?
If he comes out
Because think
this
about it though. But you can be a hater team because you that nigga want to play with his son.
Yeah.
So picture the niggas like Portland or fucking the Knicks or somebody drafting, they be like, man, I ain't let this nigga go to the Lakers. We finna get Brian.
Definitely not coming in.
We gonna get Brian at 41.
I remember the Knicks used to think they was gonna get Brian.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember they thought they was gonna get Zion.
Thought they was gonna get Zion, man.
Broke their hearts.
Like nigga, remember Jay had Brian, out of high school, all up in New York at the Rucker and all that. You know what I'm saying? So he really was trying to bring him to either Brooklyn or.
If he would have went to New York, he would have changed that fucking franchise. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just think he needed to stay
anywhere that nigga would have went. But it just so happened he went to his hometown team, left, came back, got him a ring, which is commendable because he did go back.
I think that's, definitely commendable, but I think that his draft stock probably isn't as high this year. I'm talking about Bronny, obviously because, the cardiac arrest situation that he had. But do you believe that he should, sacrifice, or it's really his decision? I mean, he a grown man at this point. Do you think he should sacrifice him getting, a lottery pick to go next year or something like that? Or, fuck it, let me go ahead and come out this year and play with my father with that pick and just try to get drafted in that end of the round?
I believe it depends on how good he do this year. I believe if he's able to get on that court more than 20 minutes a game, decent 13 and 15 points, 3-4 assists, 3-4 rebounds, I definitely think he would be off clout alone, even with the health issue. I definitely think he can be a late first round pick.
Late first round.
Definitely.
But I'm saying, though,
because you can't deny the talent either in that bloodline. You gotta think.
do you think though, like some players couldn't do that? Some players would be like, "Yo, I'm not taking the backseat to my dad. Like I love my dad and all that. I want to play with my dad, but I'm not taking the backseat to my career because like if I can stay another year and potentially be a lottery pick versus me just like, all right, man, I'm just gonna try to get on a team and play with my dad. My dad's gonna get me a job." Versus it being off of my own ability and what I want to do, like that's some hard shit to think about.
But I believe in Bronny's case, Bryce Maximus may be a little different, but I think in Bronny's case, he wants to play with his father. So I believe with the relationship they got, I don't think he looks at it like that, man. I think in that household, the way he was raised, they all raised to be hard workers. They all of them. So I don't think it's going to be a work ethic issue. I don't think it's going to be none of that. I think that he wants to play with his father. Because you got to think, that's legit, man. A nigga get in the league and play with his son. Not just my son played, my dad played in the league, and I played. No, nigga, I played with my son.
I mean, outside of probably like baseball, because, baseball, you can play until you like 60. But outside of that, I think
no more, nigga. Them niggas ain't going out like Babe Ruth no more.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's like a baseball player that didn't play with his father, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it is. I think Ken Griffey played with his father.
See what I'm saying? So, but this will be a first in like a sport like this, like more, I would say, more contact.
I don't think it's been done in basketball.
It's been done. But I would love. We got to go past. But I would love to hear the mic'd up games, man, when they do that shit. Because I know Brian be out there like, hey, get the fuck off my son.
Hey, Brian. Brian probably be cussing at that nigga. You gotta get you.
Real though. But you can't get out there pushing on his son and shit like that, setting hard picks on his son. Get off my son,
man.
Nigga.
That nigga
Get off my son, nigga.
Nigga be like, hey, my
kid though, man. That's my son, bro. That's my son. S-U-N. That's my son. Get off my kid. But no, shout out to Bronny, man. We can't wait to see this USC season. Definitely can't wait to see that, man. But another one, man.